Hey, what's going on, guys? So, welcome to our new studio space. Now, it's not done, and to be honest, I had no interest in showing the studio space off until it was completely done. So I was going to wait until next year, but it's just not going to happen. And the reason is what's right here. So, I picked up some new fog lights about a month ago from a company called Dark Defense. These are the DDS4s, and they're version 2, and I love them. I went and shot a quick 7-minute video out in the woods where we talked about them, and then where we drove off this fun little trail using nothing but these lights. We even showed how to change out the lenses from the amber to the clear. And when I got it back and I started editing, I realized it was really cheesy and I just didn't like it. So instead, I'm going to show off this studio space a little bit early. We don't have the sound deadening up, we don't have the backdrop and all of the components done yet, so I guess you'll get to see a progression as we build this out. But this is what we're here to talk about, and these are the Dark Defense DDS4 fog lights. They are currently in a Ragu fabrication bracket for the 2nd gen Tacoma, specifically the 2.5 gen, so what is that, 2012 to 2015. And we'll pull them out of this bracket and I'll show you the modifications I had to make to both the bracket and to the lights to make it work. And it does work really well. We'll pull some clips from outside and show you what they look like at night from that little trail ride. And then we'll also go through just the specs of these lights, my first impressions, and how to change the lenses, the gasket seals inside, what the different offerings are. And yeah, I think you guys are really going to like these. So let's get into it. So we're going to use a 5mm Allen here and pull these lights out of this bracket. So in order to make this work, I had to drill and tap one of the heat exchanging fins on the back of this light, as well as modify and cut some extra material out of this. Once again, this is the Ragu fog light mount, and this is specifically made for their own fog lights, so that's why it requires a little bit of modification, but it shouldn't take us long and we'll get this out. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull these apart. Slides out just like that. And real quick, let's look over this bracket. So we had to notch, I don't know if you're able to see this, we had to notch this out, and that's to fit this portion of the light. And once we notched that, we also had to drill and tap a new hole here. This works with the default hole, the ones that are already pre-made into these lights. And then we had to drill a new hole right here. And so we were able to drill and tap that. So didn't take a whole lot of time, but we were able to make these work with these brackets, which is exactly what we needed. So let's talk a little bit about these lights. They are very nice, lightweight aluminum housings. They use Cree LEDs, and they're around 43 to 4400 lumens per cube. These are the 2nd generation, and the only real difference is this outer piece here. It's a different shape than the originals. It's a different pattern. Now you'll see that this one has the diffused down here and the clear up here. You can change this out to whatever pattern you want. Completely clear, completely amber, or diffused amber and clear amber. So this kind of pattern with clear and diffused, but in the amber. They also make covers to go over top that are both black, dark covers, as well as amber. So if you're running a clear lens, you can put an amber cover over top if you're in a lot of dust or snowy environment and you want to be able to make that change. Now, you can also easily take off this outer ring and remove the lens from underneath, which we'll do here in a second, and we'll show the gasket seal that keeps these nice and waterproof. All right, so we've got it out of the bracket, and let's go ahead and look at taking this off. So I think it's like a 2.5 millimeter Allen key here. And it's not terribly difficult to unscrew all of these, and I need to remember which side has the diffuser on it, so when I put it back together, it's the same as the one I left installed on my truck. There we go. All right, so when we pull this off, we get two separate pieces. We get the little cap here in the end, and then we get the lens. So this is one of the clear lenses with the bottom diffuser. This is an amber version with a bottom diffuser. I've got a pair of those. And I also have these, which are just completely clear. And probably should have given them a bath before I showed you guys, but that's okay. These are great because they seem to me to add more definition. So I have a 20-inch LED bar in the front from Element LED that does a good job at throwing light pretty far. The yellow adds more definition to trees, but you know, that's just an opinion. So for me, I want to switch back and forth, I'll leave the clear on and then order the covers that go over so that I can switch between having amber covers and clear lenses. Anyway, this is what we're looking at when you remove the lens and the cover. And you'll see it's got a nice thick gasket, if you can kind of see it. And then you can see the Cree LEDs and the reflectors down inside. This is crazy, crazy bright. Like I said, it's around 4,300 to 4,500 lumens. Throws a lot of light. I'll show you guys some video of what that looks like from my truck. And yeah, whenever you're ready to switch, if you want to switch them back to these, you can easily drop it on, take this, put it back on, and you can switch them. So, oh, and these, they're 10 bucks for a pair. So you can easily switch back and forth to whichever you want. All right, so we've got this all back together. Let's cut over to some of the footage. The first footage when it was yellow that we'll look at was when I was recording with my iPhone the first time taking out the second bit of footage and the full video that I shot but I didn't like. That was shot with my Canon 80D in manual settings, so it wasn't automatically changing the exposure. And if there's interest, I can go back out with this camera, which is the Sony A7 III, and we can shoot some more footage, or you know, whatever I can do. If there's questions you have, we can go over those. So while you guys check out what this looks like, both with the amber and the clear lenses, I'm going to work on getting it reassembled. Here we are looking forward. Wow, that is just the fogs. Those clear fogs are crazy. Okay, let's try it again. Off, on. All right, let's kick the headlights on. So we have that, ready? Boom. That is crazy. Just fog lights. Look at this. Just no headlights, just fog lights are doing that. Alright guys, so I've got some footage from the modifications we made to this bracket where we cut this out, drilled the hole, stuff like that. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know in the comments below and I will put together a quick little tutorial on that. If you have any questions regarding the lights, let me know. And most importantly, if you're interested in getting a set of these lights, use my discount code, which is SCO30, Scenic City Overland 30, and you can get 30% off on these lights directly from the dealer. So if you go to darkdefense.co, use the code SCO30, you get 30% off. I will leave that information once again in the description below. And yeah, got any questions or anything else? Let me know. Let me know what you think of the new studio space, and we will catch you guys on the next one. let's go ahead and cut over to some of the footage that we took. The first little bit, that's a spider. Buddy. Let's grab a paper towel.